In my car, I have a random urge to draw. It's not random, it's what I do. I draw. So I'm going to draw, but what, I don't know. How? I don't know. I'm interested to see how I got a Gorilla Pod, and I'm gonna try and like mount it to the steering wheel. I'm gonna try and like mount it to something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try and figure something out, because obviously I'm gonna be recording it if I'm gonna be, yeah, so I'm gonna try and figure something out, and then I'm gonna draw. Let's figure that out. I just hit record, just got set up to go, and the guys that cut the grass, they're here. So I'm gonna get as much done as I can outside, and I'll have to migrate on the inside when they get set up. So anyway, this is a new day, obviously. It's a new day from the drawing, the whole experience. Right then and there, I was wanting to, I don't know, I just wanted to jump in, draw, and I wasn't even like really wanting to press the record button. I needed to escape for a second, and I wanted to really, I'm working on breaking in this sketchbook of mine, this new sketchbook. And I don't know, I just wasn't really worried about it, and I told myself I'd do it later. You know, I would go through the process of talking and interacting and making things interesting later on. So here we are, make things interesting, right? So I have been collecting some new like technology, new art materials, and also like mostly for like YouTube and stuff, a new camera. I got, an iPad, and just my primary function of editing and shooting video is with my camera and then my iPad. And it's there's a learning curve that comes along with a new piece of equipment, some new technology, and I kind of got all of it at once. I just got a whole new setup basically, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's not discouraging, but there's a bit of a learning curve that slows production a bit, and that's okay, that's fine, that's a-okay. But I don't know, I'm in this point in my life where I've been doing the art for a while. I've been shooting YouTube videos for a little while. 2 years now? And I'm not even going to sit here and say I hit burnout. No way. I've not burned out. But unfortunately, I thought that I would have a bit more growth, a bit more success than I have. And yes, I do appreciate every single one of you that sit here and watch this video. I do appreciate it. But I'm having a bit of a reality check, where I'm learning quickly that things do not happen overnight. Like if I'm not as entertaining as the guy that was, I don't know, I just compare myself to other people, and it's dangerous. I shouldn't do that at all. Should not do that. I know better, and I won't do it. But I do get caught up doing it. Obviously, it's something that everyone does. I think it's a trap, for sure. But anyway, as far as the drawing goes, I don't know, I felt like actually something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Let's see if we can, hopefully the guys cutting grass doesn't interfere too bad. But something I've been wanting to do for a really long time was to draw a character like I have here, the one that I drew in this video, and then create some kind of like context, create some kind of like, what is he, who is he, like what's his purpose behind existing, like create like a little story for him, And so I actually did that with this one. This is the first time I've actually reached out and done that, and I don't know, I want to sit here and read this actually, because it's my first go at it. So I'm going to read it to you, right? So here we go. Lacking confidence, the Gorlosk floats, all alone. His only desire is to express himself in ways others would understand. Problem is, no one can see him. He tries and tries to have anyone see him. He began acting reckless, doing things out of his own character just to be noticed. He modified his body by smashing his head against the trees until his horns fell off. He would hit his sides against the hardest rocks until one of those went missing. Still, he went ignored. He was a happy Gorlosk at one point, back before he discovered that no one could see him. Devastated by the harsh reality of his life and the irreversible things he'd done to his body, he started down a path of pure resentment. For the simple fact that no one could see him, anyone and anything he came across was now an enemy. Right then and there, something snapped within him. Spotting his first enemy, he is full of rage. He uses his remaining scythe to bring it down upon his unnatural enemy. He charges at his target, and with all of his rage, he swings as hard as he can, making contact. Somehow, he is unable to be seen, but he can clearly kill. With a heavy breath, he looks down on his fallen enemy, and there lies his now cold, dead mother. Yikes. So that's my little stab at the words, at the wordage, at the other side of the artistic creativity, the other side of, like, you know, instead of just simply drawing, instead of just simply filling up a sketchbook, let me add a little bit of dimension to it. Let me add a bit of depth to what I'm already doing. Let me just kind of stack onto it, make it a bit more interesting, you know? Like, I had a lot of fun doing it, and I was debating on doing this whole sketchbook that way, but I've already, like, failed on that. So I've drawn all over these 2 pages, right? So I drew a picture here, and then I did the wording here, you know, the context here. I might have to move. But anyway, yeah, so I cheated. I drew a character here and then somebody here, but I didn't give them any context, so I'm going to have to, you know, start fresh. And so maybe by the end of this will be like a whole storybook. I don't think there's going to be any, like, sort of continuity. I don't know if I'm just going to do, like, one-off characters like I usually do, and then do, like, one-off stories to go along with these characters. So, I don't know. I had a lot of fun with it. And actually, to wrap this up a little bit, I went to Destin, Florida, and I went there and got to see some family members, got to kind of relax, just kind of got the chance to get out of my own head. Like I said, I was just too wrapped up in what everyone else was doing and what I wasn't doing, and I was failing to see the successes that I've actually come upon. You know, I've made some cool accomplishments. I've done some things already that I never thought was possible, and that's thanks to art. That's thanks to this. And so I took that time. I took this weekend to just kind of get out of my head and just get back in and just go with it, you know. And actually, I'm going to be going to Florida again. I'm going to be going to Navarre Beach. I think that's how you pronounce it, Navarre. But yeah, so I'm going to be going to the beach again just to spend more time with family and just get out of my little noggin, you know what I mean? And the idea is to enjoy this bit of a break, this whatever, you know, just get out of my head. That's the big idea. Just to wipe it clean and just, you know, just have fun. By the way, also, little side note, this I went to my mom's hometown, right? My mom she passed away back in 2002. So I went to her hometown while I was in Florida, and I came across a thrift store. And right now, I have a vintage camera lens on my Sony A5000. I have a vintage camera lens from 1971 that I found in that thrift store. I found a camera, an old camera with a bunch of different, like, vintage lenses on it. So I bought, like, this little adapter, and it's on there right now. You're looking through this 28 millimeter wide angle lens from 1971. That's so awesome. That's really, really cool to me. So I'm having a lot of fun. It's a manual lens, so I might be a little out of focus. I don't know, but I don't know. So this is a lot of fun. I started this channel as a drawing channel. I started it as I don't know. I didn't know what I was going to do. I had no idea. But I've grown, I've learned, and I'm continuously learning, and I'm just kind of doing things that I never thought I'd be into cameras. I never thought I'd be into this 1971 lens, or the 4 other ones that I got for like $50, and I got it for like $75, the camera and all. So I never thought I'd be into that kind of stuff, you know. But this life that I've pursued, I'm just doing what I enjoy, just making stuff, creating stuff, and it's led to a whole bunch of other projects, and it's led to a whole life. That's just, I'm proud of myself, and that's all I can say. And if I can close out in any way, I just want you, the viewer, the listener, I want you to do something like I'm doing. Just reach out and do something that makes you happy. And don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about, what everyone else is doing. To hell with that. Do what makes you happy and watch what happens. Because I've been doing it for like 2.5 years now, and my God, I'm so glad I made this decision. And I'm getting tore up by ants. I've got to get up. All right, that's the end of the video.